Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol GSAT. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis on Friday, so that's where these red and green lines are coming from. And definitely some updates here need to be made. Now, just to kind of clear things up, because for those of you that have been watching, I've been talking about the purple line, and yes, the price is below that purple line. So the chart has lost some of its attractiveness. Now, before you start throwing stones at me, let me clarify. There is a huge difference between a chart losing some attractiveness and a chart being totally ruined. I'm not saying at all that the chart is totally ruined. Has the chart lost some of its attractiveness? Yes. If the price had continued to hold up above the purple line, that would have made the chart look very powerful, very beautiful, and just, a chart firing on all cylinders. But now with the price below the purple line, yeah, it just doesn't look quite as good as it could have been. Again, that doesn't mean that this thing's collapsing and going back down to 75 cents tomorrow. It just doesn't look like it, as beautiful as it did when it was just cruising up above that purple line. The good news is, though, it's not like the price is super far below that purple line. So, I mean, the price could, realistically tomorrow get back up above it, and then everything would be, back to being perfectly beautiful. But right now, yeah, not quite as attractive as it could be. So that brings up the first update, which is based on a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So yes, the $1.75 has been support, but now that the price is below it, this would be considered an area of resistance. So in any sort of bounce back upwards, that 50 period will probably put up somewhat of a fight, and then $1.75, those are going to be the two near-term areas of resistance. Yes, you have $2 up there, but right now not really relevant. Key priority right now is just getting back above that purple line and $1.75. What about levels of support now? So if the price does drift downwards a little bit more, well, I should note that as it stands right now, the price is maintaining right up at this level of support. Levels of resistance, when they're broken, they tend to act as support. So this was an area of resistance. I go through that because, like I said, they tend to act as support, and that's exactly what happened today. You can see that line there a couple times is indeed acting as support. So that's definitely a good sign, and certainly the preferable area of support that you want to see, $1.55. Next key overall area of support after $1.55, down there at about $1.25. So all in all, sure, not the best day today, but to say that the entire chart's ruined, that's getting a little too drastic. Yes, it's lost some attractiveness, but by no means is everything, totally screwed over or anything like that. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.